You know, we can never have too many dates in our lives, right? Hello, Holly. Today's date is June the 12th, 2023. Congratulations, you made it through your Monday and you are on your Monday night. We have some special guests with us tonight. We have Queen Gemini, and we also have I'll Bring the Beers as our special guest. OG Lucky, hello. Thank you, OG Lucky. Everybody welcome each other. Use this opportunity to use it as a fave party. If you see somebody here, any featured show host, please feel free to plug your show in the comments and the date and time that they're on if you're a featured show host on the apps. I'm very excited today because we have two. That means that they can tell us when their show is on, and you get a chance to favorite them so you can see them too. Hello, Nashi Poo. Welcome in, everybody. I'm so excited to see you. Now, today's date, or today, we get started just like we do every week, okay? We're going to get started with something called pet trivia. Yeah, kitty, let's go. Ooh, you never know, we might get a wheel. Okay. Now, pet trivia is something we do to test out your knowledge of pets. Now, this week we do have a cat and we do have dogs, all right? But we're going to do a different trivia than cat or dogs. Drea, well, welcome in. Hello, Brian and Zoe. And if you're here, since this is a featured show, thank you, Bacon. I might not be able to say hello to everybody. I might not be able to say thank you for every gift that you send. Thank you, Tani. Once we get started with my special 4 guests, oh, once we get started with our special guests tonight, I won't be able to call out your name, say hello, and do some of those things. Now, remember, you can ask my special guest questions too about their pets. And if you're really dying to know something, feel free to follow up with them individually in their streams as well. Okay? But tonight the first topic is going to be um fish trivia. We're going to do some fish trivia. Now, some of you may have fish at home. I know that I've had guests with fish before on the show, but let's see what you know about the little fish that we keep around in our tanks, all right? Ooh, I like that name, Plenty of Kitty. Let's go. Okay, so approximately how many species of fish are there worldwide? Is it 9,000, 27,000, 56,000, or 72,000? What do you think it is? Hi, 420B. I see 27. Oh, you are correct. I don't know why the sound didn't go off, but you are right. There are approximately 27,000 known species of fish. That's correct. Easily making them the most diverse group of vertebrates. And scientists estimate that there are still thousands of fish species yet to be discovered. So I'm guessing in the deep, dark water of the sea, that part. Hello, Fred. What species of fish produce the most eggs? No goldfish. Goldfish crackers do not count, Jay. So sorry. Thank you, Leah. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for the gifts. I see you. Thank you so much. Is it produces the most eggs? Is it a sunfish? Is it a squirrel fish? Is it a red-toothed triggerfish? Or is it the salmon? What do you think? Is it the sunfish? Let's find out. It is the ocean sunfish. Who said that? Some of y'all are fishy. Fishy, you know you're fish. The ocean sunfish, hello S, produces more eggs than any other species of fish. In fact, it produces more eggs than any other vertebrate on the planet, period. A single female can produce up to 300 million. Oh yeah, 300 million eggs at a single spawning. each measuring about 1.3 millimeters inches. Drea, you're not joking around. They are considered a delicacy in Asia, and a single mullah can fetch prices as high as $600. Oh, yeah, some of you want to eat some fish right now. Okay, how many different, speaking of goldfish crackers, we're not talking about crackers with our goldfish tonight, but how many different varieties of goldfish are there? Huh? How many different varieties of goldfish are there? Is there 20? Is it 50? Is it 100 or 250? What do you think it is? Oh, I see 20. It is not 20. I see 250. It is not 250. I see 100. And you are correct. It is 100. Hello, Eddie. Hello, welcome in, everybody. There are over 100 different varieties of goldfish classified by color, body shape, finnage. Yeah, I said finnage. Outgrowth of the eyes as well. Yes, I know. Finnage. You're all going to be going like, what do you think of my finnage? Do you love my finnage? It's the fins for me. That's right. Hello, Lynx. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Lisa. So that's always fun. But what do you know about how fast fish can be? Do you know what the fastest fish is? What is the fastest fish? Is it the swordfish? Is it the racing shark? Rawr. Is it the mako shark? Or is it the sailfish? What do you think it is? Is it the swordfish? Oh, I see a lot of swordfish. And you're wrong. Is it the mako shark? Oh, it's not the mako shark. Is it the, oh, did I see sailfish? Yes, I saw it, and it is correct. It is the sailfish. You are right. Although it is, of course, extremely difficult to measure the swimming speed of large fish in the wild. The cosmopolitan sailfish is considered by many experts to be the fastest fish in the world. Finished reading that note. It has been clocked at speeds of 110 miles per hour. The average fish would be hard pressed to reach 20 miles per hour or 12 to 20 miles per hour, you guys. So the cosmopolitan sailfish is not here to mess around. Like, don't play with that fish, okay? That fish is going to come for you. All right. What species of fish is dubbed a frankenfish? Not the frankenfish, kitty. Yes, Artman, the frankenfish. I said it by media. Caused a panic among fish farmers when it began invading aquaculture farms in Florida and feeding on fish stocks. Was it the white croaker? Was it the walking catfish? Was it a walleye? Or was it the weasel shark? What do you think it was? I see a lot about walking catfish, and you guys are really good because that is correct. It is the walking catfish. Thank you, Washington. Welcome in, everybody, to Meow and Me. The walking catfish is also known as the mager or plaductum. I know, I didn't say it the best. It caused some panic amongst fish farmers in Florida when it began invading their aquaculture farms and feeding on fish stocks. Dubbed frankenfish. Oh, yeah, Bobby, just like that. Dubbed the frankenfish by the media. The walking catfish breathes air and is capable of making short migrations, across land. You can Google it later and take a peep at them. It's kind of crazy. When their food supply runs out, the walking catfish simply migrates, marching like an army. Yeah, army of walking catfish. Yeah. And sometimes thousands of them at the same time. Sometimes thousands of the walking catfish all at the same time. Yeah, on to the next food supply. And when they stumble onto a fish farm, it's like The Walking Dead. Yes, season 50. Yes. Like, yeah. Don't be a fish near a walking fat catfish. That's the moral of the story here. All right, so we've talked a little bit about fish. All right, I see all of you are coming in. You're excited. You're like, what's happening in here tonight? Well, we have two special pet guests, Queen Gemini, and we have I'll Bring the Beers. My first special guest, if she is here, please let me know by requesting the guest box so I know you're ready. Also, we're going to finish off with just a few more questions of pet trivia. Today's topic for pet trivia is fish trivia. So we are learning about the fishes. What is the most poisonous fish? Is it the needlefish? Is it the rice fish? It's a lot of fish flopping around up in here. Okay, I see you, Mr. Moon. Is it the puffer fish? Or is it the snailfish? Is it a snail, puffer, rice, or needlefish? Oh, I see puffer. Okay. It is the puffer fish. Ma Bell, yes, there are plenty of fish on Plenty of Fish. That is true. But it is the puffer fish. This is the most poisonous fish to eat. Is the puffer fish, whose ovaries, egg, blood, liver, intestine, and skin all contain fatally poisonous toxins called tetrodotoxin. Oh yeah, that's a lot. Anything 0.1 gram of this toxin is enough to kill an adult in as little as 20 minutes. Yeah. Ironically, the poisonous puffer fish is considered a delicacy in Japan. Although I don't know, like it's a thing. I swear to God, it's a real thing. Thank you, Bella. Brr. Yeah. Although the poison is generally removed before they are served, eating puffer fish can still be fatal if the fish was improperly prepared. Oh yeah, I said it. In some countries, a chef has to be certified in order to serve puffer fish because the poisonous parts of the puffer differ slightly from species to species. Apparently, there are about 120 different species of puffer fish. And about 100 diners die each year after eating puffer fish. So I guess what I'm saying is if you don't like your husband or wife, you just take them out for some puffer fish. Hello, you got some chance of luck. Completely legal. I shouldn't say that. Anyways, okay. Maybe we don't take our peoples out to puffers, okay? In the movie Finding Nemo, what kind of fish is Nemo? Is it a guppy? Is it a mackerel? Is it a marlin or a clownfish? Oh, you guys already knew it. It is a clownfish. In the movie Finding Nemo, Nemo is a clownfish. Because of the dangers of reef life, for such a small, brightly colored fish, clownfish in the wild tend to develop a relationship with sea anemones. Anemones. You know what the word is. Clownfish are one of the specific species that can avoid the stings of the anemones, which provides them with some added protection. In a safe aquarium environment, however, this relationship is unnecessary. Due to the popularity of Finding Nemo, Public demand for pet clownfish nearly tripled after the release of the movie. Okay, so can anybody say that word right? Anemones. Anemones. Do you know how to say the word? Because Kitty apparently doesn't. And I'm just letting you know that I got nothing. Okay, this is the last question of the night. This is our last fishy question. Can you figure out what it is before I can find out the answer? Okay. What is the largest species of fish? Is it a giant gourami? Yeah, I said it. Is it the bluefin tuna? Mm-hmm. Is it a whale shark? Or is it the blue whale? Mr. Moon seems to feel like he knows this is the blue whale. I see giant gourami. I see tuna. I see a lot of answers here. Let's see if it is the blue whale. It is not the blue whale. I see somebody said the giant gourami. That's also not correct. Is it the bluefin tuna or is it the whale shark? All right, I see Ladybot, and she says it's the whale shark, and she is correct. Reaching an average length of 45 feet. Yes, 45 stunning whale shark feet. And weighing up to 15 tons. 15 tons. The whale shark is generally considered the largest species of fish in the world. One specimen was captured off the Gulf of Thailand in 1919, and it measured an incredible 59 feet long. Not related to whales, which are mammals, not fish. The whale shark probably earned its name because its abnormally large size, as well as the fact that, like whales, it is a filter feeder, swimming with its mouth open in order to suck up plankton and smaller sea creatures. So 15-ton whale shark, let's go. All right. Now, you guys don't be going around calling your brothers, your sisters, your colleagues at work whale sharks, okay? They won't understand that it's might be an insult if you call them a whale shark, all right? You do not want to call them mouth feeders either. It's just not a nice thing to do. All right. If you're coming into Meow and Me, we just finished up our first segment of the night with some pet trivia. We learned a little bit more about the fish tonight, all right? Yeah, we learned a little bit about the fish tonight, but we have our first special guest here. Her name's Queen Gemini. I'm going to get her in the box right now with her pets. Here
Hey,
she is.
how are you?
Good, Queen Gemini. Now, show us your pets. Tell us who we're going to see tonight.
Okay, so my first one is Poppy. This is my little boy. Come here, Poppy. Come here. Come here. Up. I got him in December of 2016. He just turned 8, July 25th. So he'll be 9 this coming July. So can you say hi?
Oh, he's a lover. Look at him go to Callan and give you lots
I
of
adopted
kisses.
him and stuff. My ex was going to be going back to work, and I didn't want to be left by myself, and so I wanted a small dog, one that I could handle because I have a lot of surgeries that I go through, and so I got him. And then like a month later, I'm like, well, I don't want him to be alone, So we went back to the pet store, and we had seen a couple different dogs and stuff, but we took him with us to, make sure that he was going to be compatible with the other ones. The one we looked at was very, very shy. Didn't want to have anything to do with him. Wouldn't even have anything to do with me. Nothing. And then the next one that we saw a picture. And so I told the, pet store I wanted to come meet her. So they told me to bring my dog. So, she's coming up here now. She's right here. This is Phoebe. Come here.
Phoebe.
Now this one is Phoebe. Yes, they love their kisses. They're both Chihuahuas. Poppy is Chihuahua Terrier. She's Chihuahua Terrier, and she's Chihuahua Dachshund. She will be 8 in January. So she's a
Oh,
mama's little girl. She's a precious one. They play so good together. And then the newest addition is this little troublemaker right here. This is Camo. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Say hi. He is American Bulldog, Alaskan Malamute. Come on, come on, look.
oh, the Malamute.
Yeah. Can you say hi? Ow. Yeah,
Oh, he's
ow. Now he just his birthday is really cool because his birthday actually falls on my streaming anniversary. Um
what
February
is his
23rd
name?
is when I first started streaming, and he was a year old on that date when I first started streaming. So he just turned 3. This is my boyfriend's dog. They are just handfuls, especially when we walk them all together. It's funny because my boyfriend will walk the boys together and I will walk Phoebe. And they end up where the little one, he ends up poofing out his chest with the white spot that he has. His hair comes out and he poofs it out, and he acts like he's the one in control all the time and stuff. And so like if people walk by, he'll start barking and stuff at them like, don't even look at me, don't look at them, you know. But they're all amazing dogs. I love them. They are a handful, the 3 of them together. But they are amazing. I love them.
I love. Okay, so what did you say the big white one is?
That's Camo with a K.
Camel.
Yeah, he's laying right here. Hold on, let me flip my camera again. He's laying right here. Yeah. He weighs about 120 pounds. He's a big boy. Like he is a handful, but he is such a lover. He likes to play, and if you ask him if he wants to wrestle, he will stand up on you and he'll like start throwing his paws and stuff and like wanting to play and everything. My boyfriend takes him down and wrestles with him, and he loves it. But he likes to get you right under the chin to nudge you and stuff, and then he'll start like chewing on your neck and stuff, and you're like, okay, you can stop now. But yeah, I would be lost without my 2 youngest ones, and then he's just an added addition. He's been here now 3 months, and so he's very protective of these 2 now. When my grand fur baby come over, which is a pure husky, he will play with him, but the minute that my grandbaby gets by my other 2, oh no, the defenses come out and his teeth come out. And so other than that, yeah, so
So you've got a quite a range. Welcome into Meow Me. It's good to see everybody here. If you have a featured show on the app, feel free to plug your show and date and time in the comments and get people to give you a favorite, okay? Um, Queen Gemini. So did you get a chance to name any of your puppies? You said
I
Poppy, Phoebe, and
yeah,
Camo. Did they
they
come
actually
from
had their names. Poppy and Phoebe had their names when I picked them up, and then my boyfriend actually has had his since he was a puppy, and so he got to name him. Um, he actually calls him Kahamino, but Camo for short, but it's spelled like my brother put Monty right there. Khamo is how you spell his name.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Interesting. Okay, and how did so he's the new addition, yeah?
Hmm.
With the Poppy and Phoebe.
Yeah.
So how did they automatically get along? I mean, we have 2 littler dogs with one
Actually,
bigger
yeah.
dog. Did they just automatically get along, or did you have to like acclimate them together? Like, what did that
Well,
process look like for you?
at first, when the boyfriend got here, he had Camo on the leash, and I just opened the door, and Phoebe and Poppy ran out there to meet him, and so they were fine. Um, but once he became a part of this household, then any dog that came in here, he was automatically defensive to them and stuff. But like um once they came out to meet him and everything, and my boyfriend told me that when he was younger, he got in a dog fight. Somebody's dog got loose and attacked his dog, which my boyfriend has a like gash in his nose because he was trying to save his dog. And so he's very leery when it comes to other dogs. And if like mine get like really mean or whatever, he'll just hit the ground. Like, okay, don't hurt me. You know, even though he's such a big dog and they're little ones, you know, he will immediately hit the ground like he's gonna get hurt. And it makes me feel bad because I'm like, y'all don't be so ornery. You know what I mean? Because they
Mhm.
can be ornery. Like if she gets tired a lot because she's so tiny, that she wants to sleep, and so she'll go and hide under the blankets, and he'll go over there and nudge with his nose the blanket, and she'll like
Oh,
get so mad and go running after him. So I
that's
was
so
hoping they would be
crazy.
up playing so you guys could see them play together, but they're all being so lazy right at this moment.
Well,
So
will you do show our crowd who you let's show them
okay,
Poppy,
okay, so
Phoebe, and
this
Camo.
one is
So
Camo. Whoops, let me flip my, come on, Camo.
everybody,
This is Camo.
this is Camo. He
Sit,
is a
sit,
3 year
come
old.
here. He's gonna stretch.
He's about 120 pounds, and
Yeah,
he's
and he
the
loves his
baby.
balls. He is, when it comes to his ball and his squeakers, he loves his, well, okay, well, yeah, make a fool out of me. This one
He's
is Phoebe.
interested in
Phoebe.
you right now.
This one
Yeah,
is Phoebe.
this is
Okay.
Phoebe, everybody,
Phoebe, look right here.
and Phoebe is a Chihuahua mix.
She's Chihuahua dachshund.
Oh,
As you can see the gray hairs in her face and everything. She's getting old. And then Poppy, sit, sit, shake, shake. Good
oh, look
boy.
at her do some tricks for
Good
us and
boy. Can you shake?
everything.
You shake? Come on, sit, shake. Thank you. Thank you. You good boys. You good boys. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Now they're
oh,
like, now
oh.
they're up and gonna play.
Ah.
Yeah. Yes, they are definitely a handful. They love playing together.
Yeah, it's never so what is a funny story that you have maybe of one of them or all three of them that you may have that you'd be willing to share with all of us? Something that
I think one of
something
them
that's
is
not
the fact that when it comes to, we have bears here, that come in my yard out here.
oh
And
bear.
so like they would get out here in the carport and stuff, and my dogs would always see them and like freak out and like try to get out the window. One actually got into my fridge, opened it up, and took out stuff to make a sandwich. Anyway, so I once they had seen that bear, they were so protective. So we went to take them for a walk one day across the street over by the beach. And as we're walking, next thing I know, they're just barking their heads off and going crazy. There just happened to be a bear statue over in this person's yard, and it scared the crap out of me. I thought it was a real bear and they were freaking out. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, I can't get out of here quick enough. And I realized it was a fake one, but they thought it was real because they'd seen one in the yard. So they automatically got protective and started barking and trying to get at that thing. Yeah, I thought it was a real one because they come around all the time, in the daytime too. So yeah, it can get scary. They are very big too.
That is intense. That is an intense feeling. Like, I like how you so casually drop that a bear has been inside your house making
No,
himself
no, not
at
inside.
home.
No, not inside my house. I
Oh,
have a fridge outside. And
oh,
yeah, the bear just
so
happened.
he's in
Yeah.
your outside fridge making himself.
Yeah, they actually opened it, like you could see the claw marks from the top of the fridge. He used the claws to pull open the top. I had buns in there. I had bread and everything. Yeah, they are so smart. It opened the bottom drawer and took out the lunch meat. It left all the other stuff in there. Took out the lunch meat out of the bottom drawer, took out the bread and the buns, took the mayonnaise and the mustard off the door, y'all. Left all my other condiments, but the mayonnaise and mustard, and took a bottle of opened wine. And I'm thinking, I recorded all this and I'm telling everybody, I'm like, y'all, you know, those bears are so damn smart. You know, those meat packages that you struggle to get open, you have to get your fingernail under the package and pull open. they left the package outside, like they were trying to taunt me. Haha, we can open it and you can't. How do they get them open with their big claws? Like, how did that's what I wanted to know. He opened it so perfectly. I can't get him open. How'd the bear get him with those big claws?
I
Yeah.
yeah, that everybody, if you're just coming into Meow and Me, welcome into Meow and Me. This is Queen Gemini. We're here with her special pet friends, Poppy, Phoebe, and Camo. We're just
Phoebe.
kind of discussing about
Phoebe.
what it's like to have
Phoebe.
the two chihuahuas and the
No.
and then
Poppy.
Camo being the largest of the trio,
Poppy.
together in the house, and what kind of funny
Phoebe.
stories they have. So which one
You
of these
notice,
dogs is really in charge here?
see
Which
his
one?
teeth. You see his teeth right here. You see he has no teeth.
Oh, okay,
Um,
yeah.
okay, so the other thing, like one day I went to walk out. We not only have bears, but the raccoons are really bad. And I
Right.
went to let my dogs out before I had Camo here. I don't even know what would happen, but I just happened to let them out and they took off running in front of me. And next thing I know, I hear this horrible noise. And I thought it was a cat, thought he was fighting with a cat. And come to find out, there was a raccoon in my backyard and started attacking him. And yeah, he lost all of his teeth. When I finally got him, he had blood all over him. And I thought, oh my God, I'm going to have him put down. I was freaking out. I was so scared. He had nothing wrong with him except for he was missing his teeth. That blood was from the raccoon. Like he tore that raccoon apart because he was protecting his sister. And so, but when it comes to the ones that's in charge, it would be the littlest one.
Is
She's
that Phoebe?
Yeah, Phoebe. She does not like to be bugged. When she's tired, she wants to be sleeping.
Oh,
If she goes under the blanket and you actually go to move her or whatever, she will growl and try to bite you. And I had forgot to tell my boyfriend that little thing. And she had fallen asleep beside him and he went to pick her up to move her. And she started growling. She looked like she was gonna bite him, and he went like this, and he's like, and he wouldn't move. I said, "No, she's good now. You just scared her." So, but when it comes to other animals, she senses them and she'll let them have it. So she is definitely the one in charge, for sure.
I love it. Okay, so now we're going to switch gears for our last couple minutes together. And we're going to talk about you instead of Phoebe and Poppy and Camo. I mean, the trio is incredible, but let's talk about you for a minute. When can we find you streaming on here? You're a streamer on here, Queen Gemini. When are you streaming, and can people find you on some sort of social media?
I do stream every day. I try to get up early first thing in the morning because a lot of people are earlier than me. I'm in Oregon, so I'm on the West Coast. A lot of my family are either in the UK or, I have Florida, Tennessee, Georgia. They're all 3 hours ahead of me. And so I try to get up early so I can be with them. And then sometimes I get off during the afternoon and spend time with my boyfriend before he goes to work. And then I get back on later in the day. So I have an amazing family. Um, Top Security Monty is one of my brothers and one of my co-founders. I have 18 members in my family. They all stick with me. They're all very genuine and real. There's another one of my brothers, Brian, my sister Zoe. Hey fam. All very genuine, amazing people. We care for people. So, my stream is about helping others on the app. If you're having any issues, any problems, people are going through depression, anxiety, all these things. And if you ever having a problem, come over, have a conversation with us. We'll try to put you in a better mood. If we can, we do our best to do that. But we are always here to help. And so, thank you. Much appreciated. Thank
It
you.
looks like you're having a birthday on June 14th.
I am.
Now, if are your social media places linked to your bio, Queen Gemini?
My Instagram is linked to my bio. Yes. which I
Right.
post
So
everything usually on there. Yeah.
there you go, you guys. You heard it here. Click on Queen Gemini right now. Hit her with a fave. Go buy Ask How Poppy, Phoebe, and Camo are. You've heard a little about
Katie, I
her
wore this
tonight.
shirt for you also. It says, I work hard so my dog has a better life.
Ah!
Yeah, I had to show you
I
that.
love
I'm like, I
that.
gotta put this on for Kitty. Like,
Yes, that's
y'all know how it
true.
is. Those dogs, those cats, those
Well,
animals
cats,
are all
dogs,
spoiled. We
pets.
all know
Yeah,
it. Yeah. So,
I
Kitty, I
love.
appreciate you so very much. Thank you for having me on your show. I appreciate everything about you. I think you're amazing, and I'm just happy that I know you. So, thank you
Oh,
for
thank
being
you,
here.
Queen Gem. Thank you, Queen Gemini. Guys, hit her with a fave. Go check her out. Go follow her Instagram. Queen Gemini, thank you for being my first special guest of the night.
Thank you, Kitty. Have a great night.
You too, you
Bye,
guys.
y'all.
Bye, bye,
Bye.
bye, doggy trio. It's the triad for me. It's the doggy triad for me. If you're just coming into Meow and Me, we just got done our second segment with Queen Gemini and her Poochie triad. Poppy, Phoebe, and Camo. Brrr, fur babies abound, okay? And make sure you hit her with a favorite. You guys, our second special guest tonight is I'll Bring the Beers. Now, she's going to be, if she's here, I saw her earlier, if she's ready, she should request the box. She should request the box so I know that she's ready to go. And before we get started with I'll Bring the Beers, I wanted to just to go over something called How to Keep Your Pets Safe in Poor Air Quality. Um, According to the veterinarians. Now, all of you know that we had the Canadian wildfires. This is pets in the news, is in some ways the Canadian wildfires that are happening out here, and the air quality drifting downward towards New York and some of the other areas in New England states has turned into some really bad air. So one of the things I just wanted to discuss really quickly, as just some recommendations for your pets to about bad air quality, because it's not just people who have bad air quality, it's also our pets. So something to consider. Vets are recommending that you limit your outside exposure when the air quality gets so bad outside to short walks for your pets, especially your dogs and your cats that you may be walking. Some even just go so far as to say only for bathroom breaks during this time, because of the air quality. If you can plan ahead and look at the predicted air quality over the course of the day and try to plan your walks around that time. When it's cooler outside as well would also be helpful because dogs thermoregulate through panting, right? So they control their body temperature through panting, and you don't want them to have the panting and the breathing in more of the particulates that are in the air from the smoke and the fires. Also thinking of short-nosed breeds like bulldogs and pugs. They're more susceptible and more sensitive to respiratory diseases. Try to maybe give them absorbent pads at home and maybe don't take them outside at all. Next, while indoors, make sure your pets have access to plenty of clean water at all times. And humid air and keeping the air temperature cool can also be helpful to dogs to keep them from panting as much. If you can, keep the windows closed and only use your air conditioner if it does not pull air from outside. Finally, consider getting a HEPA filter if you can. That's something, especially if you have a sensitive pet, that might be worth investing in if they have respiratory issues. Okay. I just wanted to go over those quick little tidbits to remind you all who are up there in the New England states that are dealing with some of these smoke and air quality issues, to consider your pets as well during this time. They also are breathing this same air. Please keep them in mind as well for their care. Now, I'm welcoming my second special guest in of the night. Her name is I'll Bring the Beers. And here we go. Let's say hello. Welcome in everybody to Meow and B.
Hi, hello.
Okay, Beers. Okay, so
Hi,
this
kitty.
is the Madonna that
This
I've heard
is.
about. What is her name?
Let me turn this. So this is Morticia. That's her name.
Morticia.
Morticia. Yes. Thank you. And she's about 4 months. I want to say, about just turning out 4 months. So she's getting a little bigger. I got her from a friend. Her cat had a litter. Or I guess that's for dogs, but had a. Is that what you say for a cat? A litter? Two? I don't know.
Good enough. We understand.
Good, right? Yeah. And so she had some, so I haven't had a pet in years. Someone's come on my chair. There she goes. Yep. So I I got to go pick one, and she was the only black and white one. So I picked her because she was kind of she's a rebel, as you could say. She's very rebellish. So yeah, she's very wild. To say the least.
She's
So,
wild. I see that. She's such a cutie though, Beers.
thank you. Yeah, I got to pick her name. I made her name. I named her Morticia because I didn't want like a generic like tuxedo or Oreo, name, So I thought of something dark though because she is black and she's her little white feet. So I thought of the Adams Family and Morticia. So yeah, that's her name, Morticia. So yep, she's very wild. So it's definitely interesting because I forgot how rambunctious kittens are. So
She's
it's
got a
been
lot
nothing.
of heart. I saw her running
Yes,
around.
she does, and she's very funny. She has a lot of personality, a lot of personality. So I do love that about her. She's definitely unique. So yeah, it's been fun. It's been interesting as she gets older. So, but she definitely has a lot of energy. So I'm working on getting her like a bigger cat condo, like a
A
big.
bigger cat condo.
Yeah.
I
Thank
thank
you.
you everybody coming in.
Thank you
Welcome
so much.
in. Um, absolutely, Lugs, Box Boy, everybody coming in. Welcome in. All right, now, Beers,
Hmm.
when does she sleep? And if she does sleep, does she sleep with you?
So she used to sleep with me, but she does not anymore because done some.
Not
She's a little
scary.
crazy when I sleep. Yeah. So, I actually ordered her yesterday a little cat bed because she does right now. She sleeps. I have like a I guess you'd say a chair right here, and it has a comforter on it, and she actually dives in there and sleeps inside of it.
Oh,
So
so she likes to be snuggled.
yeah, so I do snuggle her, like I'll hold her, and then like she does. I do. I'm out usually out in the living room, like out in the common area mostly, unless I sleep. So, so we hang out. She's definitely a night owl, so she sleeps during the day usually, like early, like during like usually the afternoon. By this
Mhm.
time, I know she's definitely active. From like here till like 3 a.m., she just rips and runs. So, thank you,
What
Allison.
kind of food do you have to feed her? Are you feeding her like kibble or well, not kibble, kitten food? Since she's so
So,
tiny.
we were feeding her wet cat food at first because she was so tiny, and dry cat food's kind of harder on their teeth when they're that tiny. But we just recently introduced her to dry cat food because she eats so much, because she has so much energy, and it says 1 can's for an adult cat. So we were feeding her at least 1 can, and she's still hungry and like whining. And so now we do the dry food because at least she's more full and she's not whining and trying to jump on the countertops and eat our food. so so definitely, and she likes the dry food. She actually took right to it. So we put a little bit of, we're kind of mixing it right now, like little by little, so that way it's almost to the just dry, and it's more it's easier that way too. Wet food can get messy, and she does flip her bowl sometimes when she's playing, or like she's just angry. I guess she flips her cat bowl, so it gets a little messy.
But
So
so she's hostile. She's a hostile kitty.
she can be really sweet. She can purr. She'll be sweet. She'll come up to you. She loves affection. And then sometimes when she's in her play mode, she's like just ready to attack and just kind of like. But she thinks you're playing with her too. So she'll like sometimes I'll walk around and she'll like attack my feet and stuff like that. So she's pretty funny. But yeah, she's right now. I stream from this table right here, and she's always at my feet. She'll either play with him or she'll lay on him when I'm like streaming usually. So
Is she on your feet right now? Like a
she
dog?
just she just now was laying here, and then she just got up and now she's playing with her little toy over here. So yeah, I got this toy for $1, and I need to get a new one. That's her favorite toy. I bought a bunch of different toys on Amazon and like the dollar store. The dollar ladybug that hangs on a little thingy is her favorite. So she plays with that usually every day. So
I
yeah.
love that. I love that. See, so you are like,
Should we go
so
grab her?
you guys, no, Beers, do you have any other
Go.
pets or is it just her?
I have had other pets, but right now it's just her.
Okay,
Just her
gotcha.
solo dolo right now. Yep.
I just wasn't sure if you had to get
We
more
have
than,
usually, yeah, we usually have a dog. We had a dog for many, many, many years. It was my mom's dog. It was a Schnauzer poodle, but as of recent, we gave her when I had my second child. She wasn't very taking to her, so we gave her to one of my old lady neighbors, and she's been there with her, and so we still get to see her sometimes, and so, but yeah, she's very, very. She's getting really old though, so
yeah.
kind of sad, yeah. But we've had her since she was born. We had her, and so we had her when she was a puppy, and now I think we've had her since I want to say a good 13 years. She's a small dog, so
Oh,
she's been
wow.
yeah. We had her a long time, yeah. So she's
She's
still,
a,
I don't know, yeah,
she's like a small child, you know? I
yeah.
mean, okay. So, Beers, what do you feed
Hmm.
her when you want to con her into doing something? Do you give her treats? Do you wave around
Yes.
the tuna? Like, what do you do? She's 4 months old, so you
Occasionally, yeah. Oh, right now she's just going wild over there. She's attacking her
can
ladybug.
we see her go wild?
Yeah, you want to see her? Yeah,
Oh,
she has
I
paper
love a
towels.
good wild kitty.
Yeah, she loves. So she has paper. She loves paper towels and anything, paper towels and plastic bags. So let me turn my camera around. See, like right now, okay. So she just was attacking her. If you see, I'll show you. Oh no, I don't want to end it. I want to turn it around. There we go.
Yeah, throwing in.
So just right here, she's the paper towels. She loves paper towels, so she
Go.
somehow gets those. She was attacking this little ladybug here, and right now she's in my baking stuff on the side right here, just bobbing and weaving. If you see her,
Ah!
she's actually chasing her tail. So she'll just kind of go around in a circle and chase her own tail. So that's what she's about to do right now. Yep.
You guys, is she
So
not adorable?
yep, there she is.
She's a,
Yep.
oh,
Oh, there
look
she
at
is.
her.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
look
And
at
now
how
she's gonna attack
cute
the
she
ladybug.
is, the little baby.
And she does. I think she has allergies because she sniffles a lot. She doesn't really cough or anything, but she has sniffles. So I was talking to her to the veterinarian. I think she might have allergies because I do too. So I think she might have a little, maybe a little bit of the allergies, which is not,
Well,
I
I
think a lot of
mean, I
cats and
don't.
dogs do.
Depending on what state you live in, the air
California,
quality is not so great right now. All across the United States, it's been impacted, and it could be some
yes,
of that as well. To be honest with you, but
I think it
here,
is.
now you said she sleeps in kind of like the pouch. Do you want to keep her away from sleeping with you, or are you trying to lure her back in?
We're debating that because she I'm getting new carpet here soon, so I'm trying to right now I'm trying she's like attacking like all like she does call the carpet and stuff, so I'm trying to teach her not to do that. And I am getting new carpeting in my whole house. So if
Ooh.
she comes in my room and she actually I'll just say she decided to use the bathroom in my room number 2 twice behind my dresser. So I don't let her go in my room right now because I don't want her to keep doing that. But her litter box, I looked it up. Her litter box is clean. Sometimes it's the litter, they say, if they don't like the cat litter. Because I always clean her litter box like at least once or not twice a day, as you know. And then we also change it weekly. That's probably too much, I guess, but like I just prefer to because the house smells fresher. But so I actually ordered her new litter on Amazon, and so I think we're gonna try that because I
Yeah.
think this litter just may not be for her. So
Yeah, no, there's a definitely, and that's what's going to be one of the questions that I had for you too, is if you've run into any hiccups in having a kitten, because it is hard. Like sometimes
mhm.
they start clawing your shoes, or your window seals, or like you said, they start going the potty in some place, that you
Yeah.
don't want them to go. And that's always a good idea to start with the kitty litter for sure. And
Mm-hmm.
then, too, in the area, that area,
Yeah.
you might
That
want
you
to
put it.
spray some like lemon juice in that area, because cats
Okay.
hate the smell of
I
lemon.
didn't know that. I did not
Yeah,
know.
so
Good to
that
know.
could
See? Oh,
also
okay.
be a deterrent to kind of keep her. It's
That's a
organic,
good idea.
and
Mm-hmm.
it'll kind of keep her away from wanting to go back to the spot. Um,
That's
so
I did not know
Beard,
that. So. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, it's a little like, I don't know. I mean, I'm a kitty commander. I'm supposed to know
I know.
something.
Well, I know. This is the perfect person I know to come to. I know if I have any cat questions, this is the perfect person to ask. I can see. I learned fun facts. Even I learned
Little fun
something. See?
facts. I read all these fun facts. I read
I
these.
know. I love them. I love them. They're very they're very unique and they're really interesting. Lots of things I didn't know. So
Yeah. And if they've become habitual, if they've done it like more than, like, if they've done it like 7 or something times, more than likely that's probably because there were other animals that had some point in time marked in
which
that area, which
could
at
be the
that
dog.
point, yep, it
Mm-hmm.
could have been a dog, another cat, a
Cat.
different,
Mm-hmm. That
it
makes
could
sense.
be any kind of animal. So,
That makes sense.
okay, let's go back to, or they're just mad. Usually, if they're mad, they're going to get more personal, though, like you're betting, or they're going
Yes.
to go for a shoe
She
or
did
something.
pee on my bed, looking right at me.
Oh,
So that was intriguing. I think that was because she was mad because she can't sleep in my room anymore. I think that was like her
yeah.
being like, "Oh, I can't sleep in the bed anymore, so I'm gonna show
Oh,
you." So I think that was more her being,
oh.
yeah, showing me who's boss.
Uh,
So,
let's-
so yeah,
yes. And then,
yeah.
you know, so what is your, okay, what is your favorite time together so far? She's only 4 months old. You've not had a
Yeah.
lot of moments yet, but what's your favorite so far?
So far, I would say definitely like playing with her with like little cat toys and watching her like zip and go and like attack it and just her personality overall. But definitely playing with her is fun because you never know what she's gonna do. She'll do a backflip in the middle of nowhere. Like she's just right now she's zinging around right here. So it's definitely fun to see her personality. And definitely when she is a lot calmer and she likes to snuggle is definitely one of my favorite times with her. Definitely. So I also like
Yeah.
watching her play too when she's crazy. Just not when she gets on the table or on the stove. She did actually burn her paws a little bit on the
Oh
oven
no.
because she jumped up there. And so when I open the oven I kind of try to be aware if she's around because she hasn't learned yet like that's ouchy hot. So she's just very adventurous. Very she likes to
Yeah.
just dive in head
Usually
first,
cats don't
literally.
jump towards the meat though either. Usually
Yeah.
they're
So
usually
she
cat's just a wild kitty. A
Yeah,
little bit.
I didn't think she would because she stood right there, and I'm like, no. I kept telling him like, back up, and then she just jumped up there, and I'm like, and she's meow, and then I thought maybe she did it one other time, so I'm hoping maybe she'll won't do it anymore, but I don't know. She's very unique, so
Hopefully she won't. It should be like Hansel and Gretel.
right. I'm like,
I
I'm
feel
scared. Also, she does climb in the refrigerator and the freezer, so I accidentally shut her in the freezer one time. I had no clue she was in there,
oh
and I
my
heard this meow, and she was in the freezer for like it was like 5 minutes because she's like meow, but I'm like where? I thought she was in the laundry room, but I opened the freezer and the freezer door, and she jumps in
how
there, so
did
I have to
she,
be aware.
yeah.
She
So
yeah
you,
she's quick, and she right now she's on top of my dining room table. So she's just very, but yeah, she will jump in the fridge and she will jump in the freezer. Head like she'll
she's
just
like a
chill.
ninja. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's almost like you almost have to be completely,
It's
so
kind of like
in
having a
that
baby or a toddler.
situation. Yeah,
Yeah.
at that point, yeah, if she's that aggressive and that stealthy at the same time, then yeah, you almost have to like just be double checking places and stuff. Duh.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely when you close doors. Anytime we close doors, I'm like, make sure you check to see if she's, You never know she's in it. She one time was in a cupboard I closed because I walked away. I got like a bowl out, my Tupperware. I walked away, came back, closed it, and then she was actually because my cupboard's locked because of my middle child, so they lock when you like they latch because I don't want her to open them. And she actually was latched and she was in the cupboard. So so yeah, you just never know. It's always a fun time over here. So
All right. If you guys are just coming into Meow Me, this is I'll Bring the Beers. Make sure you hit her with a favorite. Beers, in the last couple minutes together here, can we just talk about when you're streaming? Do you stream on the app every day? Do you have any social media people can hit you up on? When do you stream if you stream?
I do stream. I'm usually a night owl. I stream late at night. I definitely catch me usually every day, every other day. Lately, it's been kind of consecutively. I do usually try to stream around like anywhere from 8 to 9. I start and I get off, whenever. So I'm usually I call myself a vampire streamer. So if you guys can't sleep or you guys are night owls, catch me on during those times. Um, I do have Snapchat and Instagram, but I use Instagram a lot more. So definitely same name on Instagram. Um, and yeah, so that's usually my platform I usually use the most. I check the most too.
Yeah,
So
so if you all hit her with the faves, you can follow her bio in her bio here. If you click on her name, it'll have a little
hmm
Instagram sign and you can follow directly to her Instagram. Beers, thank you for being my second special guest of the night this
thank
night
you,
and
Kitty.
bringing your little
Thank you.
baby kitten on. She's adorable.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And yeah, I appreciate you, Kitty. And it was fun being here. And it's always fun, learning your trivia and learning new things. So I appreciate it, you guys, and have a good night. I'm gonna go over here and see what she's done got herself into. She seems like she's stuck in something. So, alrighty, you guys. So thank you
Now
so
you
much.
you
It's nice,
know that she's got her hands full, y'all, with Morticia. She's
right?
gonna need social support. All right, she
Thank
needs
you.
social support for this kitty cat. If you all are just coming in, we are just finishing up this week's Meow and Me. This is June 12th, 2023. If you've been here the whole time, thank you for spending this hour with me and my special guest, Queen Gemini, and I'll Bring the Beers and playing some pet trivia today, as well as some pets in the news. Now, I do want to mention one more thing before I leave because we didn't do a pet of the week. Make sure you're sending your pictures into my Instagram to be pet of the week. Anyone's pet can be pet of the week, but I need your picture of your pet and its name in my Instagram. So hit it up, send it to me, send it to my DM, or my emoji J is my admin. I appreciate all of the gifts, you guys. And make sure to that you check out this new trend that's hitting across TikTok, and it's about the chicken wars. You will not be disappointed. We ran out of time to cover it tonight. I'll try to cover it next week if it's still as hot of a topic. But in this week, if you're up for a good laugh and you're wondering what you want to laugh at, go check out Chicken Words, hashtag Chicken Words, inside the avian trend that's taking over TikTok, you guys, and Instagram and all other forms of social media. You will not be disappointed. It is hilarious. And all these men have flocks of chickens running behind them, and women and men with flocks of chickens. It's hilarious. Anyways, all right. I love your faces. Thanks for being on with me this time and sticking around. If you want to be on the show, hit me up in my DMs. If you know somebody who should be on the show, hit me up on my DMs. Basically, just get in my DMs, I guess, and send your pictures of your pets. So, or if you see a cool story, that too. Um, I will see you next week. Same time, same cat channel. Meow. Purr. And also, wait, shout out to my gifters, you guys. OG Vibes, S, and Bobby McGee. Make sure you hit my special gifters with favorites as well. And go visit them in their streams and say meow. Purr, meow, purr. My mouth is dry. I need some water. Meow, meow, purr, like that. Say it like that with the extra er. All right. Love your faces. See you next week. Bye, meow.